Hey Cardinals, welcome to art. Today we're going to talk about 1-point perspective. So 3rd through 5th, we're going to try to figure out what that means. So a 1-point perspective is when you're drawing something that you want it to not look so flat. So you're drawing it on a flat piece of paper, but you want it to look like it's three-dimensional and it's coming out at you. So we're going to do a landscape. And using 1-point perspective, you can use it in all kinds of paintings. You can use it in a room if you're doing a bedroom. You can use it if you're painting a mountainscape or looking down the highway at the mountains. Anything that you want to draw on paper that you're trying to make it look 3D. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our horizon line. Our horizon line is where the sky meets the earth, okay? And you start with one single point, or if you're in a room that you're trying to do it, and everything comes off this point. So you start with your point, and you hold your ruler real still, and that is your vanishing point. Everything that goes towards that point is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller, okay? Because that is going down the road. So you're in Colorado, and you're going down the road, and as these stripes get closer to you, they get bigger. But as they get further down the road, they're going to get tinier and tinier and tinier until they vanish into the vanishing point. Okay? So whether you're drawing a haunted house back here with a bunch of ghosts, or you're drawing a bunch of trees and mountains, everything back there is going to be real small, and everything up here is going to be real big because it's closest to your eye. So let's just say I am drawing a scary castle back here, okay, at the end of my road. And I've got some little ghosts here, and as the ghosts get closer to me, they're going to get bigger. Because these ghosts and tombstones and everything that are back there are small. So there can be a little graveyard back there. But these tombstones up here in the front, they're going to be bigger because they're closer to my eye, right? So I gave you guys a handout that has some mountains and some trees. So the best way to figure this out is to do your vanishing point and start with your road, okay? And this road that they drew has those those double lines like there's no passing on the highway. So that's how your road is gonna look, okay? And then on the background, they just have some mountains. So let's do some mountains. And we'll have some of them overlapping each other. We'll have some look like they're in the front, some look like they're in the back. And we're going to do some mountains, okay? So you just look at the picture on the handout that I gave you and draw your mountains. Now you're going to have some trees as you're going down the highway. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my road a little bit wider so it really looks like the trees are coming at me on this one side, and then I'm going to come and put my center stripes down the road so it kind of looks like I'm looking at it at an angle, right? Okay, so I'm just going to draw some little trees that look like this, right? But the trees that are at the front are going to have to be big because they are right where I'm driving into sight and see them. They're right there next to me. But these trees in the back, they're going to be much smaller because they're further away, right? So if this one's really tiny and this one's really big, or let's just say it's even bigger. Let's draw it even bigger over here. It's so big, it's hanging off the page. What do you think we would do in between? If the one that's closest to us is the largest and the one that's furthest away is the smallest, about how big would that one be? What do you think? You think it would get smaller? Okay, so I'm going to come from my vanishing point, and I'm going to do a pretend line here, and I'm going to line my trees up on that vanishing point line. And as my trees get a little bigger, I'm still going to kind of stay on that line, and they're going to get smaller and smaller. Actually, this one needs to be a little smaller and smaller until I get back here to the smallest tree. So I've got large, medium, small, extra small. Okay, so you guys have fun with this and play with it, and then color it when you get finished. And then I've got a Samantha Woods video. If you want to listen to her video and learn more about a 1-point perspective, you can draw a cityscape with her. You just got to make sure that you have a ruler, that you're following the lines of the ruler. And if you're drawing a building, and I'm going to do this one in class with you, so don't worry. If this is my straight here, and I'm going to draw a building here, I still have to take my 1 point and top my building off, the top of my door. Everything has to come from the straight up and down or from the vanishing point. That's not a very good example, but I will do it with you guys in class, and Samantha Woods will show you really well how to do it. So have fun with this, and we're going to review. This is my vanishing point. Everything that goes towards my vanishing point gets small, and this is called a 1-point perspective. The reason you need to know that is so you can draw on a flat surface and make it look three-dimensional. Okay, have fun. Bye.